do apologize. I just got a blue screen of death. So it's really annoying when this happens. I have no idea why it's doing this, but it's doing it. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Let's back up. Yeah, I'm getting tired of this blue screen of death crap. I'm going to need to reinstall 2 computers now. Yeah, this is annoying. That's what killed the stream, was a blue screen of death on my streaming box.
Well, I'm not sure if it's related, but that's the issue I had with Windows 11, and that's why I went back to 10.
Yeah, I've not had that problem on any of my other stuff. That's Windows 11.
Yeah.
My
Like I said.
Yeah, my laptop's Windows 11. My desktop is Windows 11. I got different problems with that computer than I do the streaming computer.
Yeah.
I think the streaming computers having issues because, well, it's had so much garbage installed on it that it doesn't know what to do with itself. It's had a lot. I mean, it's had 7-day server installed on it. It's had years of streaming. And I do wonder if some of it could be the age. I mean, it is a 7700K. It is cresting on 5-6 years old. Yeah. Okay, let's see how all of this does. All right, everything's linked, everything's back up. Where was I talking about the having an imagination and these being pumps with 2 different size rockets, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's what I kind of want to do with this space here, is that what else? Is there anything else up here? I haven't done anything. I was pretty much working on this floor and the floor below. I didn't want to touch the bridge. The loadout room or the deployment room's kind of already done. It just needs deco. Some armor lockers, maybe a box or 2. The bridge, I'm really not touching the bridge. It's going to stay. Yeah, so there you go. You guys are all updated. Everybody's updated. Do I have this locked? I do. There, okay. All right, so playing around with CPU and such, testing things and trying to work out certain things, and now it's time to get some more done on this. I'm gonna give it a full night worth of attention. There's really nothing I'm doing in here. Let's go back and address. Okay, this room needs very little to finish. So let's grab lights, wrong lights, base lights, hydroponic lights. Just needs very little What the heck? I guess when you're falling, when you're not in God mode, you can fall in holes. That's done. I don't know if I like it being up like this, because eventually the goal is to have your bays, your hydroponic bays, and the hydroponic bays only need one um hydroponic block under it, which means it would be that block right there that I would need to replace with. Yeah, I don't want to be looking at the bottom of it. This giant ceiling alone is going to be hard enough to break up. And I mean, I started doing it down here, and it obviously still needs to be flushed out. It's nowhere near done. That room is as done as I'm going to do it for now, just because, well, the only other thing I can do in here is maybe put some storage boxes, a food processor, and deco. This room is done. I might be able to change the walls. I can't drop the lights down one because you need. No, you can drop them down one, can't you? Yeah, I need to drop them down one. I didn't even think of that, because it needs to be. The light needs to be. No, that's right. It's right. I did it right. The light is the whole block, and it needs to be one block above the plant. The plant will be on the hydroponics unit, in the floor. So that is correct. Okay. Stop it. Okay, so that is done. We'll come back to that long down the road. Okay, so this is going to be crew quarters and a lounge area. So flight deck observation kind of thing. Let's do this. I need to look at these because I was looking at these when I logged off. I want to go one more. Do I? Or do I want to just make this whole thing? I think we're going to go this. So I don't have to explain lack of symmetry ever on this. Really? I guess. Armor plating made of glass. Okay, so that, play around with it, but seems like it's a little short. Are we missing? No, we're at the end, so this is too long. It only goes one past that. So now it looks right in, well, it looks like it needs to be further to the left. It really does. What is over here? Oh yeah, there's no cutting that wall out. The only other option I have is making it shorter by 2. No, making it shorter by a lot. What is this? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Don't want it like that though. You want it like that. Okay. so that's fixed. That looks better in my opinion. I'll deco this or readdress the walls later, but right now I want to do a little bit in the kitchen area. The foods. Get these refrigerators out of the way before Life Force shows up. Let's go with nope. In an individual room, you don't leave symmetry on because you end up with the second kitchen in your medical bay where you don't want it. Some glass. Deco. I think it's this one. Yeah. Where's the other bars? I thought there were other bars. Here. Oh, my stuff is all out of order. I don't need you. I don't need you. Don't need you. Or you. Stuff up at the top is the stuff that I need to place still. I'm trying to focus on still, but yeah, I try to keep things a little bit more organized than that. Fridges. Another bar. Not a lab table. Do we have any more deco? Any more deco? Where is the deco? Oh, I need to change something real quick. Give me 1 second. I need to find that icon. Let's put Discord there. Back up. And then that. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So I was looking for deco. Ship. Oh, yeah, it would help if I was in the deco icon. It really would. That one. That's the one I want. So Reforged Eden has a lot of different things that were Reforged Eden Atlantis. There's a lot of different things that Reforged Eden does not have. So to give you guys an idea, you've got that guy, you've got that. Just place them down. These are cool because they can kind of connect. They give a visual glitch, but I mean they're really not supposed to. But this one does it better. Yeah, I wouldn't do the ones that don't normally connect. benches. Look at those chairs. Those chairs are sweet. We don't have that in Eden. Some new shelves, some gamer shelves, it looks like. Some data banks here, maybe some game consoles or something. We got an updated system here. Maybe I have no idea what that would be. You see the word power right there. Extreme supply 30%. Oh, here we go. Sustained system 20%. Power reserve 50%. I'd like to be able to get in and read like, oh, stop it. Like the little text. Wait, is that who made this? I don't know who made this, but it's a piece of deco. So, then you got some deco cryo beds. They use the cryo beds in the FOB as deco. You got some pedestrian walkways, which are kind of cool. Different stairs. I know we've been complaining we need different stairs. The building opportunities in Reforged Eden Atlantis are insane. I am surprised a lot more people don't use it. That's one way of doing it. You could... No, that doesn't look right. There is other ones though. So this one actually does work that way very well. Kind of gives it a Star Trek-ish look of Worf's security station. So those are all just the deco out of that one block for Reforged Eden Atlantis. There's different posters. There's ship skin blocks that will change your ship to have a projected camouflage. Yeah, there's just so much stuff, but look at all this deco that we get to play with in Reforged Eden Atlantis. All that deco is crazy. And unfortunately, if I put this deco in this ship, it won't be in Reforged Eden. If somebody spawns it in, it'll just be empty. And that's kind of why I steer away from using this. And also why I'm thinking about trying to figure out how to bridge the gap. The easiest answer would be to add it to the list. YouTuber or content creator ABC, whoever it is, does a review of a ship. They kind of need to look and see what platform the ship came from. So if they look at that platform or look at that ship, that build, and it comes from a specific platform, they load up in that platform, and then that ship has all of that stuff. Figure. So I was looking for the bars. And I think in the vanilla. I thought there was 2. I don't like that. What's the point of this? It's supposed to be backwards. It doesn't want to connect, or do I have it backwards? Or is it for the receptionist table? Receptionist table. Wait, what? It still doesn't connect. Except these are all receptionist tables. I thought there was another bar. Am I just missing it? What did I use in the FOB? That right there. Oh, no, that is just the receptionist table. Okay. That answers that. There isn't any way to get a door in there. Sorry, I'm just seeing some icons on Twitch that are not recognized. I punched my desk. Don't do that. Leave it like that. Maybe punch that out. Like that. Wish we had like a bar stool too. Changed this so it would fit this, and I lost it on this. And I think I need to just ignore that beam and go the max length and make it bigger. Because I mean or just drop it. Let's try dropping it first. Because I don't want to. I want the aesthetic that it is that it's there for the patrons just to be able to view while they consume their ration packs. Because that's all we have to eat in this game. They're canned beans and canned vegetables. How about that? Whoops. Okay, so now that will give the patrons a view. Why is that upside down? That's weird. As they consume their foods is. Remind you, this is a very large ship, so the crew capacity in this ship would be in the thousands. Do we have an LCD there? No frame, no frame. That. Some separation. It looks like, wait, what is that trying to find where that mountain is. Is it like reflecting off the back of the ship? Like through all the windows and through everything. It is. There's the mountain right there. That is weird. That is a visual glitch that I did not anticipate. Yeah, there's that mountain we just looked at. It goes soft sand hill, craggy mountain, shorter craggy, large craggy cliff. Soft sand hill, craggy mountain, lower craggy cliff. It is. It's a full-blown reflection off of through the whole ship. Look at how long this is. You'd think it wouldn't have that. What the heck? Elion, please fix. Now I'm going to need to figure out what to put on these. And the way that I do that is through this stuff here. This is a very large collection, and it's not nearly all of the LCDs that are out there. But there's some oldie and goodie ones in here. When they have power, because they just sit here and thankfully they don't have a carbon footprint. This is a meme one. Dad jokes for days on this one. I don't know why I haven't deleted that whole thing. Dad jokes for days. This is the one that I get most of my stuff from. It's not even mine. This is all different people. Somebody has just put it together. I try and give them credit, but if I can't find it, if I like this, I don't know who made this. Used in build, but is that who made it? I don't know. Bargainer. That's the ship that it was used in. Okay. I'd have to go to the ship, and I don't have the ship, but I do give credit. I was giving credit to that, thinking that that was the build that it was in, or thinking that that was the ship that it was, or the builder that it was in, and lo and behold, it isn't. But needless to say, I do give credit when I can find it to give. Let's go. Boom. Boom. I don't want it to have too much in the sense of vegetation. We have anything else? Maybe not this. Maybe a little thinner. I don't want to use the alien ones because I don't know if... leave that. Okay, so those two there. We need to put something here. is so I don't want to say that I'm a believer in this, but in my opinion, uh I'm an old school a victim of old school builders. And I say that because I blame Spange for this one. But him, and I believe it was XCal, if I remember correctly, him and Spange were talking about um decoing with blocks. Or no, was it decoing with paint? I don't remember which one, but it's stuck in my head now as decoing with blocks instead of deco, because deco's more expensive CPU wise and performance wise. Actually, does it have CPU anymore? No, but it uses power, some of it. Okay, so it's changed over time. But yeah, it's still overall it adds triangles, blah 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 blah. It's more expensive. So decoing with blocks isn't that expensive. No, I want LCDs in here. Thank you. LCDs, please. Wrong LCDs. Might as well just keep the LCDs on my inventory. No frame, 1x2. Oh, really? Oh, it's because it's a 1. Okay. Every little last piece is getting its own bit of plastic. If it can be plasticked, it's getting plasticked. It's not even a word. There. Getting something that makes it a tad bit different. Nope, it's gonna stay the block. We'll do that because these are going to be like vent hoods for the fry stations, and your refrigerators, they don't need the vent hoods. And then you need a way to get power. Actually, you need a way to get power to your menu board. You got to have a menu board in a galley. That's what that is. That's a menu board. And then your TVs. And then maybe as a RP player, this is maybe where you put your posters and stuff, or some of your posters. But I think, is there anything? No, there's nothing right there that I can do. I almost want to rip this wall out and change it. There's a thinner triangle, this guy, it'll make this little vestibule look. Yeah, but that transition, I don't know about that transition, because there's not a triangle that finishes that transition, is there? Let's see. Oh yeah, there is. Well, thank you. Ah, for not making me have to hunt for it. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get a chunk of glass in here. This is where I use the armored glass, is because the armored glass looks better in this. Yeah, see that one. And being that this is a end game ship, I'm not as much worried about the cost as I am the CPU, the playability of it in different scenarios. Yeah, what are you doing in there? Absolutely not worried about the cost. If you're spawning the ship in, you're spawning it in because you want the ship, not because it's cost effective. Nope. I want to continue this. Nope. Half blocks? Yep. Should I make that into a window, a bigger window? Let's see, we are going the other direction. Thank you. Trying to line up the windows. See how that corner is in the upper right in the rear of the ship and the bottom left in the front of the ship. I'm trying to keep this orientation. This would be the rear of the ship. This would be the front of the ship. So anytime you look at it, the window, that one's backwards. The window will look like this throughout the ship because it's kind of like the American flag. If you know anything about the American flag on our troops has to go a certain way, and it's because the stars always come first. And that's kind of the mentality I'm taking this in this direction is that the ship is always moving forward, not backwards. So I need to change all of the windows to fit that kind of mentality. All right, so as simple and as plain as this is, the room itself is done, but now I want to give it some extra. This is going to be hard because there's really only that meets the floor. I could do this one, but that's kind of weird right there. There's these two, but I could do it from up here. Let's line it up with this one. This block right here is kind of starting to be the look of this ship. This block in the hangar is going to be big. You don't want to go like super amount of these ribs. The ribbing is it's a galley. It's not. I don't want it. Don't want you to be reminded that that you're on a ship while you're in here. There we go. That should be. I should get one more right here. Each row of picnic tables can have one. And that one is going to go away. Symmetry in things is a big thing for me. 3 or 2, 2, 1. No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work for me. Gotta do something with this door too. Let's go here. Don't interfere with the. You know what? Let's go back to the round one. Back to the round glass. It says galley, right? That's what I see when I see it. At least, especially if the words galley is above it, or. Let's see. Now I can rightfully put some sort of deco right here. That's nothing to do with this vibe in here. Can't use that. There is another thing that I can do, because every galley needs a jukebox. Put the jukebox next to the bar? I think so. So there is more deco that I can put in here. It wouldn't be in... Yeah, that's fine. Ship updates while you're waiting for your foods and... See how this works. Yeah, see, it just looks way interfering with that. Too much interference to do that again. You do not get to. All right, we've got a galley. Am I going to leave it this way? Yeah, probably. Unless there's another chair. None of those. Another bench is kind of what I'm looking for. Maybe. I mean, this is really shouldn't even have benches in here. It should be more, I don't want to say upper class, but upper class, higher class. That's what I'm looking for, higher class. Because this is the mess hall in the con tower. No, I think I like it though. Because if I start putting these, you lose the amount of seating. That looks like it doesn't belong there. Those belong on a wall. Very large and open. I like the picnic tables in there better. Definitely screams galley when you see tables like that. All right, we're done with that galley. I may address more of it later, but I doubt it. The ship is going to have so much of my time in it that it's going to get addressed. I do need to make this match the other side. So let's go ahead and symmetry plane you. Let's see. I really do need to learn to clip, because this topic right here, this point, I need to make a video of this and put it in. Actually, I can do that. No, I can't. I'll do it in a video, just like I normally do. But the whole point is with symmetry mode on, obviously this wall, this bulkhead is not the same as the one on the other side of the ship. So imagine if that is the damaged side of a ship. Like here, we'll even get rid of those, okay? But obviously I use thin blocks in place of these. So let's go. Oh wait, I can't. I need to undo, turn off symmetry, damage the ship, turn on symmetry. So this would be the damaged side of the ship. And this would be the intact side of the ship. So if you, instead of worrying about station services, if you can't afford it, or you don't have the rep, or you don't have a repair station, or you forgot to save your template, what you can do is just use the symmetry mode to your favor. You can do this in survival, where your selected vanilla block, it has to be a vanilla block, will copy whatever you click on. So if you, I don't even have to have any pieces for this. I'll just use this, the plastic block. But we'll come up here. This is the good side. That's the bad side. We'll copy the window, delete the window, put it back. Copy the block, delete the block, put it back, copy the block. And if you don't know how to copy the block, it's control right click. It copies the orientation, it copies the paint scheme and the texture. And the shape, obviously. So now, this side, which was the good side, this is the galley that we just did, is a bone stock mirror of this side, minus the door. I need to put a door in. I'll come over here to put a door in over there. How about that? So I've just rebuilt this whole thing, and that's kind of a good skill to have, a skill to know when you're building if you don't know it, because sometimes you don't know what the shapes are called, and sometimes you see a YouTuber or a content creator and they're using a different shape platform, a modded shape platform. I use the vanilla platform, mainly because I don't want to retrain myself how to or where things are, but they're using one where everything's sorted and organized in different places. So you can't look at that as to where the block is that they just clicked on that you want to know about. But you can control right click and it'll copy it for you. Okay, so let's turn off symmetry because this is the same thing. This is going to be this is the medical bay. And the way that I kind of envision this, since this is the door, you're going to go, this is going to be a semi-reception area. So we're going to need this, we're going to need this, and we're going to need this. But first, so semi-reception area, then here you're going to have the actual medical triage area, and then here you're going to have recovery. So first things first, right out of the gate, is this guy. This is the basic health rejuvenator. Now I need O2. I always pair these together no matter where they're at. Matter of fact, I did not pair. I did not put you in here. No, you're not going in there. You're going out here. So pretty much to every new entryway of a major area, it's going to get one. In medical, it's going to get one regardless. In a deployment room, it'll get a set of those. In a hangar, it'll get a set of those, and so on and so forth. So there we've got those two. Let's go ahead and add, let's see here, medical side. Let's go ahead and add desk. Give it some deco. Give it some something that makes it doesn't make it not look like a computer's just sitting out in the middle of the floor. Works. Now we need some benches, which we really don't have good benches in here. I wish I could use the other ones. That's it. That's just a storage thing. Let's give it a lounge chair, lounge couch. And no, we're not giving it a lounge couch. We're giving it 3 benches and 2 benches and a bush. An Aflax bush. Alright, so this little waiting area is done. Oh, I've never used that table. Ever. I've never used that table. And I kind of wish there was a full table, a full block size table. What about you? And guess what? I'm still never going to use that table. Never use that. I don't know if I should just use 2. Another bush. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. That's done. I'm going to go immediately back into... the oxygen's going to go first. I really don't like that these don't have a 360 rotation that you can do with them. Okay, we're going to go with... I don't know if you guys know, but there is fronts to these 4 blocks. And it's where these little LCDs are. I mean, you make front where you want to make it. That's up to you, but if you didn't know, now you do. I want the biggest one, which is this hulking thing. I want to throw this on the wall. Maybe we'll put both of them on the wall. Maybe I can get maybe 1 block closer in each. Okay. There's that. Let's grab... there, bed there, bed there, and bed there. There. Trying to leave room. Oh, I might actually be able to get away with it. Alright, I can live with that. I don't want to use a whole block right here. I can't use a whole block right here. I kind of want to use the armored windows again. That's just because of aesthetics. The armored windows, they've got the better aesthetics. That corner piece. I only want to be using one style of window. There really isn't a style for this part because that's a 1 by 1 by 1. Oh no, can't do that. Needs to be this one, I think. No. No, see, that's not right because I need to be able to put a door right here. That'll work. I got to use the rounded edges on the rest of it then. Yeah, because I want to put. No, can't do that either because this gap right there is going to prevent me from putting this up against the window. So we need to flip this one around, put the gap on the outside. Which means I don't know what it means yet. I think I do it this way. No, because that's not going to pan. That's not going to play nice. What am I doing wrong here? Let's see. This is all in the wrong spot. Okay, let's what am I doing wrong here? You. You. Andy, what is going on? You're looking for a Captain Jack Sparrow. Well, you found him. Then you have come to the right place. I'm Mr. Jameson. How is Mr. Jameson doing? Just headed up for dinner? Oh, that's good. I wonder what concoction the wife's going to make for dinner that will turn into my breakfast. Some homemade spaghetti. I made spaghetti last weekend. It was in the form of about 7 gallons.
I think that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow is go down to the Italian restaurant and get some spaghetti.
Some spaghetti.
Yeah.
Spaghetti's good. Okay, that doesn't. I want to like. I can't put the beds up against the wall or the windows like that if I don't have them placed in that spot. But I can't put a door here. I guess I could if I just do that. So I need that one. Yeah, we did a 3-meat spaghetti, so it's got Italian sausage, pulled pork tenderloin, and beef, ground beef, and then onions, garlic. I didn't put any peppers in it, but I did put red pepper flake in it. And then when the wife wants mushrooms, she puts mushrooms in it. When I don't care for the mushrooms, but yeah, I think we were up to like 40 cans of spaghetti of tomato sauce. This isn't even going to work. How did I do this before? This is. Oh, I'm okay. I remember. I need my piece here. Then I need my piece here. No. I need that same piece. And then this piece gets the little knob. So I finally figured out what these little knobs are that are on these. They're for these corners right here. I never knew that. I need a double. No, I need a single and a top. That one though. See how it finishes that little corner there. I don't know why I'm hitting escape. Now we need you. Yeah, this is purely aesthetic. It doesn't need to be protected. But I also don't want it to look stupid like that does. That does not look right to me. We'll just finish it like this. And then we'll just put a snazzy little quick half block on top of it. And then we'll throw a door in it. That's the problem that I was trying to avoid. Doors don't necessarily line up with. There we go. That one's actually. That one will work. Will it? Is Is it going to interfere with the? No, it actually looks functional to where the window doesn't enter into the wall. That one does, but I'm okay with that. But me seeing it go into the glass, I wouldn't like that. Now we need roll-up doors. All right, it's getting filled out. I do need something to put there. Probably going to be more beds. This is a ship of probably 3,000. 3,000 sailors would be on this ship if it was in today's standard. So having a medical that can actually staff that. And I have to space it out too, because I'm making these rooms like extra big because of the amount of space that's in here. I'm not going to put a wardrobe in front of that window. That won't work in front of that door. Hmm. Trying to just fill it and fluff it out. I did. I screwed myself out of being able to put an electrical conduit there. See, now I can really make this, because this is recovery, right? Recovery for aftercare. Maybe comatose patients would be in here. Just got out of surgery patients, so I don't know what they call that in the real world, but We want to be able to see them. That's the emphasis on this, is being able to see them. Do I want that light? No, white. Something along the lines of that. Make it look like it's busy in there. That whoever mans this sick bay has everything they need. That's the goal here, is to make it look busy in here. Let's go with the ceiling next. Can I get away with doing this thinner? Do we have a triangle, a thin triangle, that would just be that edge? But in this, with that little edge, I don't think we do. I think that's the only flavor of it. Yeah, I don't see any more of these. This is, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Maybe I just continue this. Get rid of that bed because it doesn't get one. Maybe I just do that. Continue it out here. Critical patients go out here so they can be watched at all times. I wish there was a short version of this glass. That's not going to look good up against that glass. And I wish we had one centered. Maybe one that doesn't look so big. There we go. That would be okay. Or. Here I can have one. Supply closet. And we can have one here. And one there. All right. Maybe one in here as well. Nah, you wouldn't have, you know, this would be a perfect place if I could get all the creators out there to switch over to also including Atlantis. We forged Eden Atlantis. This would be the perfect place for these. And then the new benches. Look at that. Look at what you guys are missing out on. All you creators out there that aren't reviewing stuff using the Atlantis mod, the Atlantis scenario. What else is there? New control panel. That kind of doesn't center there. That won't work there. How about data science station from the Enterprise? It's a control panel that's off. It doesn't have very much to offer there. So in Life Force's stream, I don't remember who it was. I'd have to go back and look. And I can't do that while I'm streaming. But in Life Force's stream, I like that right there. Somebody was asking how I was able to make crew have something to say. And if I remember correctly, it's any crew in Atlantis you can interact with. So like this guy here. See how it says press F to configure dialogue? And now when I spawn the ship will have a yellow NPC conversation marker above his head. And it'll come up and say, my name is Bob. So any of these, I don't know about the dancing ones. Yep, dancing ones as well. Why did I just get a welcome to the chat room? Welcome me to the chat room. That's weird. Yeah, so any of the NPCs will in Atlantis will give you dialogue. And it transverses back. So I just realized that both Jay Randall and Life Force were using Reforged Eden, and I built a ship in Atlantis. So this has got to be a coding thing. They clicked on in what ship was it? It was in the Hades. This guy up here on the bridge, wherever the bridge is. There's this guy here with the yellow exclamation point. And you don't get to set and change when you spawn it in, but since it's my ship, I get it. But they were able to read it and see the icon. So it behooves you, if you're building in Reforged Eden, to hop in and maybe change some of your NPCs over to the Reforged Eden, because you can code them in Reforged Eden and save the ship and then spawn it in Atlanta, or sorry, Reforged Eden Atlantis. Change your NPCs in Atlantis, save it, give it, or change your NPCs in Atlantis, give it some text, some content, some dialogue, save it, spawn it in Eden, overwrite the save, and then this will show up for you. Because all they did was spawn my ship in Eden, and they had this. So they had that one, and then they had Danny DeVito's and his twin right here. So Danny DeVito and Danny DeVito's twin from Taxi, and Twins, which it was Arnold Schwarzenegger in Twins, but I'm not judging. No. This is what I get for touching things. This is why I can't have nice things. If you don't touch it and it runs out of fuel, it won't fall until you do touch it. Which, well, I did. Okay, so yeah, so that's for the person that was asking. And again, I'm sorry I don't know your name, and I can't look it up during a live stream. For the person that was asking, how did I get dialogue on an NPC? That's how. Is in Reforged Eden Atlantis, you're allowed dialogue on a machine, on a NPC. Bad, because I need to switch these back, because unfortunately, regardless of what I want, nobody's currently reviewing in Atlantis. So they go back to the nasty ones, the old ones, and I can't have those. I mean, I could have a bookcase. I should have thought of this part earlier. That yeah, that can stay there. Very rarely use the O2 in medical. I'll use the O2 when I egress to medical. Try and figure out what I can do to fill this area up a little bit. I do wish we had more deco textures that are more computery, like this right here. This is the closest I have to a control panel, is this guy right here. That's actually a good one to go right there. But yeah, that's the closest you have to a control panel. And I would like to see something for too big. You're already up against the window. Let's get rid of you. Go with you and you. Get rid of that. Deal with that later. I didn't even think of that. Get rid of all these wardrobes, because wardrobes I don't see those as medical-y. That fits. And then this can go here, because I mean that's not huge. Okay. Maybe a desk in the middle. It wouldn't be there. It'd be there. Give the desk that same kind of divider. And then we can put, no, I can't put another desk on the other side because, well, a whole block takes, or a eighth of a block takes up a whole block's space. Yeah, I wish we had different choices for those LCDs. It's getting a little too busy in here. I don't want any one thing to take over the attention in here. That's exactly what I'm going to do right here. So we're going to do that. That. Flat. I just realized that it's not going to be that white tile. It's going to be halogen lights because I've never used these in a build before either. That's what you'd see in a hospital. I'm only doing this so I don't forget. I'm not used to using these two combinations, the white with the halogen lights, just because, well, I never do. I've never found a place for that one specific combination. I do wish we had a little bit more blocks. I wish we had more blocks. That's the key. I wish we had more blocks. What is Twitch trying to tell me? My chat settings. Shield mode. I don't want to explore shield mode. I really don't want to explore. Why do you come up with this while I'm in the middle of a live stream? You're going to bug me now. Okay. I think this room is done. What can I do for the ceiling to take away from the flat of the ceiling? I mean, this already did for in here. That's as far as I'm going to go in here, but right here, how about some just places to put lights? So we would definitely have one there. And there. And that breaks it up. It gives it looks like butt. Sorry, it just does. I don't like it. There's really nothing that I can do. Well, there's got to be something that I can do. Yeah, 'cause it's gonna. We need a ventilation texture as well. Definitely need a ventilation texture. I need that block. It is a ship, so I don't like the look of this already. I'm kind of running out of. See that? I knew I didn't like it. I knit. It crowds the window. It is not doing it justice. Wonder if I just give it small footprints, small feet. So it looks like it's being grabbed onto. It needs a little bit of support. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can do that. That's what it's going to get. I don't want it to be plain, but that's it. All right. So let's see. Got about 2 hours into this. We finished the galley. We finished the medical bay. And I'm thinking that I want to play the game. So that's something that very common, like I will switch up in the middle of a stream and not start a new one because, well, it's just silly. Okay, that's back to what it's supposed to be. Should I take the Mephisto out and put it up against some more ships? don't know. I don't know. This one's done. Or should I just keep building? I don't know. This room's done. Well, this room is a deployment room. I haven't even finished it. No, this is the deployment room. This is just a hallway. Dear Lord, that's an extravagant hallway. Yeah, I've put about 3 days into this ship. Since it's been unmothballed. And I don't want to run out of ideas and I don't want to burn out on it, but I also want to play the game. So I think we're going to switch over to playing the game, but I think I smelled dinner, so I'm going to probably end the stream. It's 2 hours. End the stream, and then I'll come back and start a new stream for the game itself. But seriously, on a serious note, creators for Empyrion, if you review ships, please start reviewing Reforged Eden Atlantis ships in Reforged Eden Atlantis. Give them justice for all the deco that the Reforged Eden Atlantis creator has given us. Maybe it will entice you. I mean, look, you get new chairs. New chairs. Yeah, there's even more stuff than that. Let's see. In the CV, we go generator. If it's got the circle on it, it's new. Okay, so we get I believe this is a black hole generator. What's this one? A matter generator, which looks oddly a lot like that. So maybe he's not ready for his skin yet. That is an advanced tier 3 generator. And how big are you? 160,000 oxygen versus same skin, but wait. Okay, that's not going to help. I got to look at the actual. 4,000 versus 16,000. The deco. Look at the deco. No, I was looking for the black hole generator. This guy. I want to build a ship that encompasses this. That is a power source in this scenario. We are currently putting out, it's minus 5 megawatts. That's crazy. All right. Well, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. We got a lot done. I don't want to run this build into the ground, but yeah. With that said, it's CaptJacSparo. Enjoy.